Hello, hello, we are live. Welcome to batch cooking of week number 4. Welcome to the 28-day challenge. And we are already in week number 4. So I'm very excited how everyone is doing. Let's wait a few more minutes until everyone comes in. And then, hello everyone. If you don't mind introducing yourself with your name, where you're from, if you're new to this.
Hello, hello, we are live.
And it's always nicer to talk to an audience where I see the names. Thank you. Welcome everyone.
Hello, we are live.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Too many rooms. Okay, I got
Hi
it.
Jana, hi Connie, hi Linda, hi Sharon. How are you guys doing? Hi Jane. I see we have some Facebook users.
Yeah, Cheryl Littleton, can you click? I'm going to paste in the StreamYard link right now. I'm trying to copy.
Hi Marie, hi Linda.
Okay.
Hi Dolores. Wonderful. If you know, I think Stacey already said it. Everyone who's coming from the challenge, just press the StreamYard link. Oops, what happened here? And that will give you permission that will give StreamYard permission to show your name. Facebook is very particular about this, so we cannot show names unless you give permission to show your name. Hi Janine, hi Lenora, hi Brenda, hi Shirley, hi Erika, hi Jean. Wow, coming in fast, wonderful, excellent. Hi Charlotte, welcome to today's batch cooking. So let me ask you.
Sorry.
Hi, hi Linda, how are you doing going in week number 4? How are you feeling? How is the challenge treating you so far? I'm really curious. Give me a thumbs up or whatever you would like. How is your weight loss? Hi Joanne. Dolores said love all the recipe. Thank you. Hi Sharon. Hi Sylvia. Hi Terry. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah. Connie's saying I'm going great. Then great. Another 7 pounds down. Excellent. Hi Anna. Hey Anna. Anna is watching us from Ontario. Excellent. Excellent. Hi Neda. 6 pounds down. Excellent. Okay. And Jana, remember you already lost a lot of weight. So just give it a little time and you will lose a little bit more. Another one is 6 pounds down. Excellent.
That's
Wonderful. Important is that you feel good, that you it's not all about weight loss, but it's about feeling good and living a healthy lifestyle. This is so important. Wonderful. That's so great. I'm reading the comments here from Terry. This is so cool. Very nice. Sorry, my sons are cooking. 5 pounds down, 5 pounds down, 8 pounds down. Wonderful. You know what, Stacy?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, you can read those off or so I can start cooking.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I'm holding everyone up.
Yeah, for sure. I like Joan's comment. She said she's learning so much. She's no longer a stranger in the kitchen. Learn to be patient, and today she feels clean and healthy.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Chef. Go cook. I'm reading. Go cook.
Good. Okay. So today, who's going to cook with me? Just give me a quick me or something. Yes. So I have an idea how many people are cooking with me. Beside that, I'm going to start with the chili today. Then I'm going to do the yellow split soup, yellow split pea soup, and then I'm going to do the zucchini squash stew. That said, I'm going to do the yellow split pea soup in the instant pot. You can, if you want, you can do the chili in the instant pot if you don't cook the soup. I believe this is 4 o'clock and it's getting dark here.
Mm-hmm.
I need some extra light here. Maybe this will work. I don't know. Okay, great. Me, I see a few. Me. Okay, excellent, wonderful. So we're going to start with the chili, the soup, and then the zucchini stew.
Chef, reminds me, what's the substitute for yellow peas if they can't find yellow?
You can use pink lentils. You can use green split peas. It cooks very similar. Okay, but you could also use lentils. It's just it's a completely different flavor profile, but the soups are very similar. Okay. Just to address Sylvia, I think there might be just a water issue. Are you drinking enough water, Sylvia?
Well, she's saying that now she's finally regular.
Say again?
She's saying the issues were prior and now she's finally regular.
Okay, good. Okay. Good, cool. Ajana says she used green lentils. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Oh, okay, great. Excellent, Sylvia. Mm-hmm. Very good. Great. Okay, so
Kathy, that's awesome. 10 pounds down.
Say again?
Kathy's down 10 pounds.
Woohoo! Nice. That's fantastic. So today I'm going to cook my chili in a pot because I've always cooked it in the Instant Pot. So for those of you who don't have an Instant Pot, I'm going to cook it in a pot today. So yeah, you get an idea. Okay, I'm going to put the heat on full power, and then I'm going to put my onions in, about 1 cup.
Lenora, he's starting with the chili.
Yes. Okay, we also put a little bit of, I think it's 3 or 4, 8 garlic cloves if you use the entire recipe. I'm using a little bit less. So everyone who's cooking the chili, if you only cook for 2 people, let's say, just cut down 1 can of beans. So for instance, right now we have pinto beans, black beans, and kidney beans. So just cut out 1 can of beans, and then cut down the red pepper by half, and the chili, of course, by half. Everything by half, and it should be good for about 2 to 3 people. Again, we are cooking without oil, as usual. Okay. And again, it is not so much about the ratio of onions and garlic. The onions are there to give you flavor. So if you see, I didn't use the whole cap of onions. That's fine because I don't use as many beans. Okay. I always have my filtered water here. When I see the onions starting to stick on the bottom, I add a little bit of water to it. Okay. Any questions so far, Stacey?
No, nice and quiet.
Okay.
And Jonna, it's for 4 to 5 on the recipe on the website.
Say again?
I'm answering in, Jonna. Don't worry, you cook.
Okay, okay. Okay. Just a little bit more water. I don't want my onions to burn. Good. So now I'm going to add my beans. A can of black beans, a can of bean soup beans. And I'm only going to add half of, I have white kidney beans, so you can use kidney beans, you can use any beans you like. It's really up to you. And I'm not cooking the entire recipe, I'm just cooking a little bit less. I also add my corn. I use frozen corn, frozen organic corn. You don't have to use the cans. I'm going to add my bell peppers.
Nice, Jacqueline.
Look at this, colors. Aren't they beautiful? This is what we want. We want colors in our food. Oops. Okay, so now it's time to put in the chili. Since I don't use the entire chili, I actually use 3 tablespoons, and usually it's 4. Okay. I said tablespoons, right? Yeah. So now 2 teaspoons of cumin. And about 1 teaspoon. Oops.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a reason you do not bloom the spices?
I'm not what?
Bloom the spices.
Yes, I do right now.
That's what I figured. Okay.
You see this here? The spices are exposed to the heat. I haven't put the sauce in yet. Okay. You see on the bottom? Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's getting, this is the roasting of the spices. Now I'm I'm intensifying the flavors of my spices. That's why I didn't add the tomato sauce yet. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit to medium.
Chef,
Yes.
on the recipe, it says to add the beans and the potatoes at the same time before the spices, which is wrong. The potatoes are later, and I'm confirming.
Okay.
I mean, I know we did them later.
Yes. That's fine. You can add since it's stovetop, you can add the potatoes now already. Yeah. It's not really, if everything is going to be done within the next 2 minutes. So it doesn't matter if you put in the potatoes right now or in 2 minutes. It doesn't make a difference. But you're right. It needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little water before my chili burns. You see the color on the bottom? You see this color here? Isn't that beautiful? Can you see it in the pot?
Yep.
This is flavor. And if I scrape off the brown bits, my bottom of the pan should be absolutely clean, you see? Clean. Nothing is burned. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. You see this flavor here? The brown residue? This is flavor. Now I'm gonna add my tomatoes. And I was supposed to put in 28 ounces. Since I used a little bit less, I'm using not all of those. Yes, I see the question from Susan.
Yeah, I was just gonna. Yep.
Yeah, I deglazed it because I needed the water before my chili burned. The tomatoes are a little thicker, so they wouldn't do the same job as the water. I needed the water in an instant. That's why. So my chili didn't burn. And since I'm cooking at stovetop, I have to add water every once in a while because it's going to reduce. Okay.
And John is asking about using regular vine tomatoes, which I know will just have less of the flavor.
Say again?
She wants to know if we can use regular vine tomatoes instead of the canned.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. It's just very expensive. Okay. So now is the time to add our jalapenos, sea salt, potatoes. A few bay leaves. You see, we need more liquid. So I'm going to use all of it. This was a 28-ounce fire roasted diced tomatoes. and I need to add more liquid to it.
Chuck, I completely agree with you.
What?
He's going to live off the chili and the tomato lentil soup and just call it a day.
Yes, good. I'm going to add a little bit liquid. Then I'm going to cover it and let it simmer.
Can you quickly go over what Charlotte should do? She's using an Instapot.
The same thing what I just did, the same thing on the saute feature. And now you're going to add, you turn off the saute feature, and then you're going to put the lid on. You put it on pressure cook. Let it cook for about, I would say 9 minutes.
You have on the recipe slow cook for 3 hours.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, slow cook. Yeah, so you can do slow cook or you can do how you call it, pressure cook. If you do it slow cook, that's great. 3 hours on high, and you should be good with this. There's so many varieties. I mean,
Yeah.
you can cook your curry with. So you can do it on slow cook. You can do it on pressure cook, stovetop.
If you do pressure cook, how long?
9 minutes.
Okay. Connie,
I think it's 9 minutes. Let me.
Yeah, Connie asked if it's 10.
10. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. Oh, look at this color. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I'm gonna put a lid on it. That's it. Cook here. Can you see my Instant Pot? Not really.
No, you got to move it over.
Yeah, this is hot here, so I have to be careful.
Can you move the camera?
Say again?
Can you move the camera? I meant.
Yeah, I haven't started
the
Instant Pot yet. I have an idea. Do this.
If you're gonna make the tray hot, don't touch it.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Okay. Good. Okay, I'm going to turn on my saute feature. Now we're going to cook the yellow split pea soup. I'm going to put it on high. Add onions. Okay, garlic. I think it's yeah, it's about a cup of onions, two garlic cloves, and a little piece of ginger. Is everyone okay with the chili now?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. is amazing how everyone is paying attention to what I do, and everyone is paying attention to that I do the recipe correctly. I don't blame them. This is holding me. They're holding me accountable for my own recipe, so to speak. I'm going to add more ginger. This is why we are here to learn.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's just amazing. In the beginning, it doesn't matter what I would do. Everyone would say, "Yeah, okay, fine." Now, if I put the tomatoes or the potatoes too early or too late in, then, chef, why did you do that? That's not how it's supposed to be. So
We were very intimidated back then.
yeah, not anymore.
Now we know a little bit about the kitchen, so
You guys are awesome. You guys are. So it's incredible. Incredible to see the progress. What most of you have done. Absolutely incredible.
like Marjorie said, that's because you teach us well.
I try. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna deglaze it with water. I'm gonna rinse my lentils before I put them in. And I like to put in so I'm gonna add my spices. I'm going to add two teaspoons of garam masala. I'm going to open this here.
Lydia, he's doing the yellow split pea soup right now.
Say again?
I'm just telling Lydia what you're making.
Okay. Okay.
If Anjana uses cumin instead of ground cumin in the soup, how much equals to a teaspoon of ground?
I didn't hear that. Hold on. Let me turn up my volume. What did you say?
She's using cumin, not ground cumin. How much should she use if it's supposed to be a teaspoon ground?
Same amount. You said brown cumin?
She's not using ground.
Which one is she using?
I
don't know of any other cumin.
Joan, right now he has it on saute.
What?
Joan is asking what heat setting you have it on right now.
Okay. So now I'm putting in garam masala.
Cumin seeds.
This is garam masala. Say again?
She's using cumin seeds.
Oh, seeds. That's very, very different. They're very intense. I would say a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon.
Can Lydia use yellow roasted chickpeas?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. A teaspoon of cumin. And 2 teaspoons of turmeric. One, 2. Okay. I want to make sure my spices don't burn. I want to make sure that I roast them up nicely so I can smell the aroma. Obviously, this works so much better with oil, but since we don't cook with oil, we don't do that. So we gotta work with what we have. See, now everything becomes almost like pulverized. This is high heat right now because there's no more moisture in here. See that? So I don't want to burn them. I'm gonna add my peas to it. And then 6 cups of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to let it boil one time, and then I'm going to turn it off and switch it to pressure cook. I could also do slow cook. That works just as fine for 3 hours. Hey, Stacey, any questions? I see Elizabeth has a question.
No, she just wanted to make sure it's being recorded. I told her.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to wait for this. I'm going to add my bay leaf to it. I think it's 2. If you want a little kick to it, you add a little cayenne or hot sauce, whatever you prefer to it. And a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar.
Does this soup get pureed?
Say again?
Do you puree the soup?
No.
I didn't think so.
Okay, one teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. I like this. I like Dr. Jacqueline comment.
Pressure cook is 10 minutes.
Say again?
I'm answering her.
Okay.
Pressure cook is 10 minutes. And how much is needed when not using the slow? Isn't that what pressure cook is?
Say again?
Make sure I'm answering her right. How much time on pressure cook and the temperature needed if not using the slow cooker mode? So you said 10 minutes on pressure, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking about the split pea soup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not there yet. So, but it's about 10 minutes, yeah. Chris, where did you put the salt? Oh, here. Got it? Oh, yes.
Chef, for pressure cook, it's 10 minutes on high.
I let it cook on low, but you can put it on high too. I realized the difference is, I mean, I like to cook on low so that the heat is, that they have slightly lower heat, but I realized when I cook on, you know what? Let me switch camera so I can explain it. I like to put it on low so the heat is not as high, but I realized when I put it on high, the soup is really, it's almost like pureed. It comes out beautiful. So it's really up to you. You can do high so that your soup comes almost smooth after the cooking. If you do it on low, it's the heat is not as much, which maybe you know keeps gives you more nutrients afterwards. So that's it's something what you want to experience with. I mean, something experiment with. Um, I like on high because it's really the soup is almost purified. I mean, not purified, pureed. On low, I think the temperature is lower and it's protects some of the nutrients, I think. Okay. I'm confused about the Instant Pot. Slow cook for 3 hours, correct? I thought the purpose of the pot was fast cooking. No, not necessarily. Um,
Slow cooker is slow cooker.
you see, the Instant Pot has so many different applications.
Mhm.
You can slow cook, you can fast cook, you can cook in between. You can fast cook on a low feature. You can slow cook on the fast. That's confusing. I know, but what I think is you need to experiment with those features and see what gives you the best results. Um, when you cook on high, my experience has told me that, or has shown me that the peas are cooked and it's almost pureed. So it's very different from if you do it on low. So it's really up to you. Okay, my chili is cooking. Okay, as soon as my yellow split pea soup is boiling, which is almost doing, I'm going to turn off the feature and put it to pressure cook. Okay, pressure cook. Okay, so I'm going to put it on low for 10 minutes.
Chef, do you want to move it before you do that because you still have to cook and you want to use that burner?
I have to do my stew. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
If
can
you
do my stew. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
because of the
So what
camera.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my Instant Pot on the other side.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. Pressure cook. I'm gonna put it too low for 10 minutes. I press start.
Yes, Deborah, that's what the recipe calls for is the yellow split, but you can use any other variety. You can use lentils,
Yeah.
you can use chickpeas, apparently. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, we used yellow split pea, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the
But
recipe calls for.
pardon me?
That's what the recipe calls for.
Yes, yeah, but you can use any split peas you like. You can even use pink lentils. They come out almost identical like yellow split pea. Good. Okay. So let me
Charlie.
give you an idea how the chili looks.
Chef, take away the comments also.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know that's in the way.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it.
You have to click the same comment again under the comments.
Yeah, I don't know if it lets me though. I tried it. It wasn't working.
Oh,
I'll try later.
good. Okay. See how the chili is coming? But it's almost burning on the bottom, so we have to be careful. Yeah.
You didn't soak the peas, did you?
No, they're from the can.
Yeah.
I
Can?
hmm?
Split peas from a can?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about the split
peas.
peas. Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the chili now.
No, sorry.
No, you don't have to soak peas. Never.
Okay.
You never have to soak peas. Split peas, I mean, split peas. You have to soak the whole peas, yes, but not the split peas. And the same with lentils. You can use them right away. You don't have to soak them. But you need to soak white beans, all the other beans, dry beans. No?
Is there a substitute for apple cider vinegar?
Not really, but you could use malt vinegar. That's a mild vinegar. Um, Raspberry, maybe. Yeah. I mean, the reason why I put in vinegar is simply I want to cut through the flavor of the beans, because beans have a very dense flavor. Um, so I just have to cut it with, if you understand, cut through the flavor, meaning um, lighten it up with a little lemon, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more water to my. You can also add tomato juice, which is great. If you don't have any other liquid, tomato juice works actually brilliant with the chili. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to it. Salt is optional, obviously. Okay. Is everyone okay with the soup? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Shirley said we should rinse. Yeah, absolutely. You should always rinse all your lentils, all your beans, whatever it is, and sort them out. Look for stones and stuff. Yeah. Can you taste this? It's always a good idea to taste in between when the dish is half done. Very cool. Nice. Good. Okay, let's start with our zucchini stew. Put the temperature too high. We'll add onions as usual, garlic, a little bit of garlic what I have left here. Should have a little bit more sweet.
Chef, for the chili, that was just the stainless steel. It's all clad, right? Yes, I see it.
I didn't hear you.
And I see it. It's the all clad pan. Linda was asking what pan you use for the chili.
For the chili, that's a deep pot. I think it's a 3 or 4 quart pot.
Okay.
Was that the question you had?
Yeah, she was just asking what pan you used. So yeah.
What kind?
What pan? Yeah.
Pan. Okay. Yeah, this is a soup pot. Let me show it to you. How can I do that? You see, it's a.
Go down a little bit. There you go.
It's a deep pot. Can you see?
Yeah.
No. And now for the. This is a very shallow pan. Can you tell?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna let my chili boil a little bit longer on low. The longer chili cooks, the more flavor you get in it. Want to add a little bit more garlic to it.
And Donna is saying the soup tastes like it needs tomatoes. What should she add?
It needs tomatoes?
Yeah, she said it needs like that kind of taste. Or is she looking for the acid and needs the vinegar?
You can do that too. Did you add?
Yeah, I knew that.
Did you use the fire roasted tomatoes? Yes, I do use salt, but not much. Jean is asking.
Yeah, and I was typing as you said that.
Oh, okay.
You usually use pink Himalayan, right? Or you use regular?
Well, I run out of my pink Himalayan, so I'm using sea salt right now.
Okay.
But I usually do my Himalayan.
Yeah, that's what we use too.
Yeah, Marjorie. Do I say this right? Marjorie?
Marjorie.
Marjorie. Sorry.
The longer you cook the chili, the better the flavor.
Yes.
And Jonna did not add the fire roasted tomatoes.
She did not?
That was for the soup she's talking about, not the chili.
Well, no, I'm confused.
The soup tastes like it needs tomatoes. What can I add?
Well, then add tomatoes if you like, because you see, some Indian recipes call for tomatoes, and you can do that. So just add either crushed tomatoes, that would be great. But then you should really add the tomatoes in the beginning, not towards the end, because you wanna saute the tomatoes and then later on add the water or the broth.
Celtic salt or kosher salt, are they okay?
Say again?
Celtic salt or kosher salt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You see, the reason why I use Himalayan salt, that I think this is. Let me switch. I don't like when I don't see myself here. I'm talking. Okay. Good. Great. Hold on one second. The reason why I use Himalayan salt is the least saltiest of all the salts, in my opinion. It has, in my opinion, more minerals than any other salt. But I think most important is it is not polluted with plastic. Right now, they found plastic, micrograms, or I don't know, of plastics in salt, sea salt, and I think we don't need this in our foods. So from that point of view, I think it's very important what we eat on a daily basis, because the oceans are full of plastic, and it's not only plastics, it's also our laundry detergent or the laundry itself. When we wash, articles from our clothes are going into the water, and those waters go into the, even if they're being somehow filtered, those particles are so small that they go through the filters and then they go into the oceans. Then the fish gonna eat, they go into the algae, go on the bottom, the algae feed on it, then the fish feeds from it, and so it goes back to in our system. And so from that point of view, it's very important, that we pay attention to all the ingredients we eat, and every ingredient has some sort of story to tell. And I think it's important to look at all those little things. And that's why I'm not addressing all these things at once. Once in a while, here and there, I address more and more and more, so I don't overwhelm you with too much of this stuff. But it's yes, Stacy, that's right. They have a nice
Yep.
Himalayan. No, that's not the one.
I knew the bottle. I'm like, nope, yep, that's it.
That's the one, no? Yep, empty.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. Okay. My soup is cooking on low. Let's see how this comes out. Okay, let me finish my zucchini stew. So I'm gonna add my zucchinis. I hope I'm going by the recipe.
Don't worry, I'm sure someone will tell us.
I know. Now it's zucchini tomatoes. Okay, I realized that I did not write down how the tomatoes are cut. I cut them in small pieces. Let me show you. Okay, that's how I cut my tomatoes. Like about an inch or so.
Yay, Janine.
Hmm?
Janine is getting the year membership because she can't survive without you, Chef.
Oh, that is so nice. Let me feature this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I do my best to, um, to be here to help you and you know, get from here to a healthy lifestyle. Thank you. I just yesterday I was working on my content plan for the next few months, and boy, there's a lot of stuff coming your way.
Boy.
Um, Especially for the ones in the coaching group. They're gonna be, you're in for a treat. But once in a while, I'm gonna spill some beans for everyone else. Obviously, that's don't forget to use the coupon.
I was just messaging that to her.
Excellent, thank you. The chili is delicious. I love it. Thank you.
Yes, chili is awesome.
Okay, let me change my camera so you can see what I do. Okay.
Janine, when we're done, you have a direct message from me, the messenger.
Yep.
Chef, since we are in the winter and tomatoes are not at their peak.
I know. I'm going to. This is something what I wanted to address tonight because I was a bad boy today when it comes to that.
Uh-oh.
I cannot see your message. Where did you send the message?
I sent it to her directly, personally.
Oh, you didn't send me a message.
No, I didn't send you a message. I sent Janine a message.
I thought I meant. I thought I heard. Okay, good. Okay. Good. So now I'm going to add my tomatoes.
And Jana's using delicata squash for this. That's a good idea.
Beautiful, excellent.
Yeah. A lot of good flavor.
Yeah. So now I'm going to add my cumin, chili powder, oregano. Just really a little bit of cumin, not much, because cumin is very strong, and those zucchinis are they have a very delicate flavor, so you don't want to overpower this. So we're going to use a little bit of chili. I know we do have a chili dish this week, but I think this really was great in the zucchini dish. Oregano. That's, in the summer you use fresh one, which is really cool. And pasta we're going to add a little later. So if you like to add salt, you can do this now.
Chef, take away Janine's message. I can't. It doesn't allow me.
Say again?
Take away the message from Janine that you have featured.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm trying to get it to work, and it might not let me.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Linda, winter squash instead of zucchini.
Yeah, I'm going to get into this in just a minute. I'm going to explain all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Give me just a minute. Okay.
Shirley, don't rush him. She said she loves the chili. It's on the stove. She can't wait for this to be over so she can eat.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. I mean, look at the color. Look at the color.
Yum.
Crazy, huh?
These are like my favorite recipes.
Yeah. So I just here my Instant Pot is ready. You see? Oh, nice. Beautiful. I just tasted the chili. It's really cool. Important is for the chili, if you rush it, you're going to taste the grains of the chili. You don't want that. So you want to make sure you cook it long enough until you do not taste the grain of the chili. Very, very important. It has to be smooth. If you taste any kind of grain of the chili, you don't want that. It needs to be really saucy, smooth. Okay. I added all my spices to my zucchinis, a little bit of salt. And now I'm going to add my black beans. You see, this week we're doing something for our skin because we're using a lot of black beans. Black beans are one of the only beans who have the same protein profile as collagen. Collagen is good for your skin. We don't eat collagen. So black bean is similar to that. Okay.
Chef, cooking the soup on the stovetop, when it's simmering, do we put a cover on it?
Yeah, you can put a cover on it, but don't close it all the way. Leave it,
Yeah.
a little cracked so the steam can come out. Because otherwise you have a mess on your stove. Anjana is saying her chili is perfect, beautiful, nice. Okay, so I think my chili is done. My soup is done. Beautiful. Okay, cool. I should have mentioned this to you earlier. Let me. Most of you probably don't do this. Shaking off the pan. What I do here, you do this here. However, if you want to learn how to do this, then these pans are definitely the way to go. Let me show you a different. You see, there are two types of pans. I'll show it to you now. They are. Actually, you know what? Let me change my camera. Okay, there are two types of pans. We have this pan, which is really this type of pan where you cook something in, like a stew, but you cannot do this like you see in the restaurant the chefs do. That doesn't work with this kind of pan. Okay. Then you have this pan here. You see? Can you see the edges? This is. You see how it's smooth here, so you can do this. The way to learn this is with rice. You use a little bit of rice, dry rice, not cooked, just dry. Okay. Okay. You do this, and then you put it all the way towards the end here, and then you do this. Okay. And you learn how to, bring your food all over the pan, so you don't have to go in with your spoon. Okay, so that's how you do this. You do it with with brown rice, white rice, whatever it is. You can do it with beans, dry beans. Okay. But that's why if you want to do this, you buy these type of pans. If you don't want to do this, you can buy this type of pans. Okay. This
Viva's asking if it's all in the wrist.
I didn't hear you.
Is it all in the wrist, like how you do it?
Yeah, it is in the wrist. Yeah, sort of. It's more in the wrist than anywhere else. Mm-hmm. I know it's these pans are heavy, so it's. I mean, not this year, but the other ones.
Chuck said you were a show off.
Say again?
Chuck said you're a show off.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not a show off. I want to teach you how to do this.
He said he tried and failed, utterly failed. So now you're a show off. Sylvia also said she tried it and made a big nothing but a big mess.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. I just want to show you. Hey,
Yeah.
I've been cooking too long, so yeah. It's. You think I knew it from the beginning? No.
Veronica
Veronica
said we should have the vacuum ready when we practice.
That is true. That is true. But I just wanted to show you how to practice, and I'm telling you, you will master it. You will, and then you can show off. Then you can show off. Because when you can show off to your friends, when you cook like that, they're gonna look at you. Wow, what's going on here? When I was in my apprenticeship, my chef showed me the same method, and he said, "Don't come back until you learn it." And I had to come back, or he would fire me. So I was practicing all night until I got it, and I used a whole bag of rice. Okay, good. My chili is ready. Let me taste. Not yet. You know what? A little bit of liquid aminos, just a drip. And a little bit of cayenne or pepper flakes is good too. To the chili. And a little bit of water. Okay. Oh, Anjana, you're fast. Amazing. She's ready with her stew. Okay, good. I think that's it. Let's check our soup. Let's put this here. So what I want to do is, once my soup is ready, I want to let it boil for another 2-3 minutes. It's important to bring it all together. Otherwise, you have a whole big. Your beans or the peas are not really cooked the way they're supposed to be. There's a big difference in cooking pressure cook or stovetop. Stovetop cooks it gingerly, slowly, so your dish comes out really, really nice. You do a pressure cook, you have to cook it for another 2-3 minutes. It's just the name of the game. Okay, we're gonna force release it. And you can tell the steam, there's barely any steam. You know, if you do it with on high, the pressure cook on high, there would be a ton of steam in here. Okay. You can only open up the Instant Pot when the steam is gone. Okay. You see how it looks? Can you? How can you?
Yeah.
Camera a little. Okay. You see how it looks? It just doesn't look right. So let's move it a little bit. And now I'm going to put it on the saute feature. First I have to cancel it, saute, and I'm going to saute it on high, maybe just for 2 minutes, because it would cook way too high. And then I'm going to switch it to low for maybe another 2 minutes, and you will see how this looks right now. And in 2 minutes, this whole dish looks completely different. See if enough soil is in there. A little bit. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of my favorite, one of my favorite spices. It's Tabasco. Just a little bit. I don't want to make it spicy. I just want to increase the flavor of the pea soup. And I mentioned this many times before. Tabasco increases the flavor of whatever you're cooking. It's a brilliant. You know, we used to use MSG for everything, maybe 30 years ago. Now you use Tabasco. At the end, you just add a little bit to it, and you will see your dishes transformed. Let's give it a little stir. You see it's starting to boil really, really hard. Soon I have to turn it, lower it, because it's gonna splatter all over the place. This is amazing. $29 at Costco? That's crazy for an Instant Pot. Well, you gotta go for it. That's amazing. But I think it's the smaller one, right? The 6 quart. This is an 8 quart here.
When do you add the apple cider vinegar to the soup? Earlier or towards the end?
I did already. Towards the end. But I did already before I turned it. Okay. Can you see the difference now? Can you see it's becoming, the consistency is different? Can you tell?
Yep.
You see now it's breaking up and the entire soup becomes almost like puree. So I'm going to switch it to low now. Let it cook maybe for another 3-4 minutes. That's it. That's all it is. Just gonna put my lid. I'm just gonna put it on lightly. Okay. Good. Switch back. Yeah. So is everyone okay? Any other questions, Stacy?
No.
Okay, good. Well, everyone is a pro now.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Very good. Nice. Okay, good. I wanted to tell you about my zucchini stew. I was a bad boy today because I went into the supermarket. What is it? What? Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. My Instant Pot says it's hot. I guess you know what? It's hot underneath. Because I had. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to do some popular dishes this week, or for the next week, just to give you an idea which dishes were one of the most popular ones. Which those three? These are the most popular dishes of right now of the entire library, in my opinion. I don't know
I
what you
agree.
think.
Yep.
Tommy?
I agree.
Yeah. So.
And just realize, everybody, how good all the other recipes are, and we're saying that these are the better ones. So just remember that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yay, Belcanto!
Thank you, Belcanto. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I do my best to serve you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help. You can reach me through Facebook Messenger, email, Facebook itself. Always here to help. Okay, the reason why I did the zucchini stew is I went yesterday to Whole Foods and I saw tomatoes. And we are all in the same situation. You go in a supermarket and you see, let me show you. I saw this incredible, beautiful tomato. Yeah, it doesn't look as beautiful anymore, but it still looks absolutely stunning. So I thought to myself, I gotta do this. I gotta do the zucchini stew. And then I remember, you know what? You're not following your sustainable practices, your sustainable guidelines. And that's why I cooked it today. I want you to learn all of this and to how can I say this? Not respect. You don't have to. It's not about. It's respect to the environment, but it's also. I don't want to step on someone's foot, but I made the mistake, or I was bad and cooked and bought this, but I want you to be aware of this. They look so beautiful, and you think, why can't I buy them? They're offered in my supermarket. They were only $1.99 a pound, which is super cheap. I don't know, in this season, in the winter season, $1.99 is just incredible. So then I said, you know what? I'm going to show everyone why I did this. So I bought them. Usually when we go in a supermarket, we don't think about the seasons. We go and see what's available in the supermarket. That doesn't mean it's in season. It's there, but we forget. So what I want you to be aware of is this is from Mexico. I live in New York. If you live near Mexico, then that's fine. You can buy those. They went on a truck and it took them an hour to get to your state, and that's fine. I live in New York. It's going to take a truck from Mexico to come to New York, probably 3 days, maybe 2 days. Maybe they came on a plane. It doesn't matter. So the plane had to fly from Mexico over here to New York. You know, put if you add together the fuel, what's needed to transport this tomato over here to New York, and if you compare this to a seasonal product, when we're in the summer, and then I buy this tomato from my local farmers market, who maybe just drove half an hour or maybe even an hour from his farm to New York with his car, not a truck, with his car. So now you see the fundamental difference of the sustainability of this one. You just bought a tomato what was on a truck for 2,000 miles and then came over here, compared to what you can have in the summer where they drove maybe 50 miles in a car. If you compare the gas, it's just absolutely horrendous what goes into that. If we are all aware of this, if we're all aware of what we buy, when we buy, how we buy it, it is so important. Believe me, when I was young, I went to the supermarket. My mom told me, "Hey, can you buy this?" Yeah, of course. Even when I was a young chef, I would buy whatever was there until I realized, you know what? It's not really in season, but the supermarket has such beautiful fruit and vegetables. And if you don't think about it when the seasons are, you just buy it and you don't, it's fine. So just think about all the other people who don't know that tomatoes are not in season, and these are thousands. And I'm telling you, there are thousands of restaurants who serve tomatoes. I guarantee you, thousands. I used to be one of those, because when you sell a burger, you cannot sell a burger without a tomato. It's just, that's how it is. So, well, we need to stick to our ground, so to speak, and say, you know what? I'm not going to buy this, even though it looks so beautiful. I'm not going to buy it and wait until the season comes back. So multiply this by thousands and thousands, or maybe millions of shoppers who go every day to the supermarket and buy whatever they have, whatever the supermarket has available. Because if we buy, the supermarket will bring it. It's all about demand, because people either don't know about it, or some people, I don't want to say don't care about it, but it's just we are not aware of this, and that's why it's so important. That's why I try to do all the dishes seasonal. I did the zucchini dish, and I know I was a bad boy here, but I wanted to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from. So now I talked a lot too much about it. It's just, I want you to be aware of it. You all have a seasonal sheet, a seasonal, how you call it, fruit and vegetable sheet of all the vegetables which are in season. It's in your challenge, and you can look it up there.
So Veronica has a good question. If there are no fresh vegetables in the winter in our northern zone, we supposed to only eat canned vegetables in the winter?
Well, yeah, but they are vegetables. You have kale, you have all the cabbages, you have persimmons, there's quite a lot of vegetables out there right now which you can eat. Cabbage survives deep in the winter. Kale survives deep into the winter. So there's quite a lot of vegetables you can use right now. Swiss chard survives sometimes too. What else? Brussels sprouts survive throughout the winter. There's quite a few. Remember, you don't have to buy fresh vegetables. You can buy frozen, not canned, but frozen. Frozen vegetables were harvested in peak season and then frozen. So basically, you are not overstepping those rules. Okay. So that's why I always say, if you have blueberries, buy them frozen. In this case, you can use them throughout the year, and they're still sustainable because they're harvested in season and they were frozen in season. Okay. It's the same.
Charlotte is asking for the zucchini dish. Can she use cut up zucchini noodles? She keeps them frozen now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you can. That's nice too. Yeah. Good. Yes, absolutely, Susan. Frozen is better than canned. Absolutely. Totally agree. Good. Okay, what else? I forgot my parsley for my. Um,
And Jana, I posted it for you in the thread, and it's on the recipe. Tell me if you saw it.
okay. So let me quickly switch to the camera one more time. I'll show you the dishes, and then we're done.
Patricia, I'm going to link you to it. I'm just going to get it. My computer will cooperate. Chef Anjana has fresh farro, so she's asking how to cook it.
I didn't hear you.
Fresh farro?
Yeah.
How does she cook that in comparison to what we buy? To the dry, I guess.
Wow, you are one step ahead of me. I don't know. I have never cooked with fresh farro. I have to admit that. Um, I don't know. I gotta research it. Um, I would, if you have fresh, so like, meaning, I don't know.
And we can use any grain instead of farro, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is crazy. Farro grains fresh because I have never seen them fresh here. Of course, you can Google it and you find it in 2 seconds. Absolutely. Um, but that's very interesting. Cool. I mean, it's the same like what's it called? Soybeans. Um, edamame. Yeah, edamame. So that I would say you treat them the same way you do edamame. Um, but obviously edamame has a different texture. It's not going to cook like farro. But I think it's quite similar. Farro grain cooked like rice. Yeah, of course. But I don't know the fresh one. I've never seen a fresh one. Cool. Very nice. Okay, let me show you. Here's the soup. It's almost too thick, so I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. Or broth. And you see the consistency has completely changed from even the color. If you want, you can put it in the blender and blend it, or you can use half of it, blend it, and put it back in, so it becomes a nice smooth soup. You can do that. Okay, let me show you chili. Almost too thick. I have to add a little bit more liquid to it. Beautiful color. Don't forget to take out the bay leaves. And this is our zucchini stew. I just added the parsley to it. Nice. That's it. Okay. that's it for today. Um, any other questions so far?
Nope. On the website, you have the lists in the pantry section about, the starchy vegetables, all of that.
Yes.
You don't have a seasonal list, do you?
It should be.
A
It's not
seasonal
there.
list?
If it's not there, then it's under, or the others, it's under the transition planner, the whole food transition planner.
Okay.
It should be in the same section.
I'm going back to look.
Pardon me?
I'm going back to look because Patricia was saying that she can never find the list. So I went to look for it and I wasn't only seeing
Okay.
all the other lists.
Okay, so I will add it to the 28-day challenge, so you have it. But I know it's in the whole food transition planner. If it's not, I will add it.
Okay.
Yeah, so once this week is finished, I'm going to organize the 28-day challenge and put it back into season, into the winter season module. The entire challenge is going to become the winter season module, meaning from week 1 to week 12, the first 4 weeks were the challenge, and then we continue every week from then on. So we have next week Sunday, we don't have the batch cooking. I'm thinking of maybe if I can do it Saturday or squeeze in a different day as a batch cooking. Maybe I'll do simple recipes for the following week because we have our celebration on Sunday. Next week Sunday, it's going to be our challenge ceremony where we celebrate all our winners, and I would say losers, not in the sense of losers in a sense of winners.
Yes.
Because everyone is the winner, okay? Even if you have lost nothing, you're still a winner because you're eating healthy, okay? So it's going to be fun, and we're going to give prizes away. So keep the Sunday in mind for this ceremony. Did I forget anything, Stacy?
Don't think so.
What I might do is maybe the Thursday I'm gonna do the batch cooking for Sunday, so to speak, and you can look it up online. For those of you who have to work, you can just look at the recording. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Did you put red pepper in the stew? No.
No, just tomatoes. You could, if you like, you can.
And then the stew. I'm so confused. Cheryl's question is, what other herbs did you add to the stew besides chili, oregano, and cumin?
The parsley.
Okay.
Yeah, fresh parsley.
I'm like reading stew and reading the wrong thing.
Pardon me?
I was just reading the wrong thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Anjana, we do have the coaching. It's a members meeting and coaching this Wednesday. Yep. It was originally last Wednesday, but I couldn't get a Zoom meeting organized because Zoom was completely shut down. I don't know why. But, can you plate the tomato zucchini stew with farro? Yes, absolutely.
Did you make farro? Chef, she's asking because she wants to see it. Did you make it?
Oh, yeah, I can make some. Yeah, I can show you. Not yet. What do you need? Nothing. Okay. Okay. I do have my risotto, my farro risotto from Thursday. I still have that.
Can I ask questions while you do that?
Why?
Can I ask questions while you're doing that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Instead of croutons for the soup, what can we use that's crispy?
Crispy. You can.
Thin slices of carrot.
Yeah, you can. You could actually bake any kind of vegetables you like potatoes, carrots, even kale. But kale, no. Any kind of vegetables you have, you slice them thin, you put them in the oven, add a little bit of seasoning on it, and dehydrate them, so to speak, until they become crispy.
I was thinking even leave them raw.
You can do that too. Yeah, absolutely. But you don't want to mix raw and cooked
Yeah,
vegetables.
that's true. That's true.
That's
Yeah.
because one digests faster than the other.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but if you want to dehydrate them in the oven, that would work perfect. Yes, dehydrate onions on top for soup. Nice. Yeah, you can even use your Instant Pot to dehydrate if you want to, or you use your air fryer. I don't know if you have an air fryer. That would work. Yeah.
There are no noodles in the stew, right?
Say again?
Noodles in the stew?
No, but you could. It would fit, definitely. Can you see?
That's good.
The stew is a little dry, so it should really have a little bit more liquid in it. What else?
Cheryl is asking when is the cutting class?
Say again?
The knife skills class.
I was planning to do it the first week of, when is this? Right after the challenge. If you want me to, the thing is, we have our membership class. Originally, I wanted to do it Wednesday, but now I have scheduled the membership coaching. Is Cheryl a member?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then it's fine.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do it the week after the challenge, so that all our members get a treat, so to speak, because I think it's only fair to do it for our members. So from that point of view, I'd like to do it the first week after the challenge.
Okay.
Okay. Roasted chickpeas.
For the soup, probably.
Yeah, that will work. Okay, good. So this is your That's the dish. The whole dish. You know, the zucchini tomato stew. The light is really not that great here. Okay. Can you tell? Can you see?
Yeah, it still looks good.
Light is not very. Yeah. Okay. I don't fill up the plates if you see me eating, my plates are double as full as this easily. That's how I eat. Because since we don't eat oil, it doesn't matter. Okay. For the soup.
I answered SOAPA on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. I guess that's it, right? If anyone has any more questions, if not, then I would say thank you so much for watching today. Hope to see you during the week. I think we have Tuesday, we have a Q&A again.
Chef, pick up the camera.
Oops.
There you are.
Can't believe this. Okay. Time well spent. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What is with the stew? I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Yearly nutrition, but just go to the Join Now page and read through the annual column and you'll see it. If you have a question, just message me.
Yeah. Use the link where it says if you have joined the 28-day challenge. Just use it and it will just click on it, will automatically take you to the discounted page. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate it. We have Tuesday, we have a Q&A. You know, if you have any questions, then Wednesday we have our members get together where, you know, I combine it, coaching, get together, we'll talk. And then the week after, we're going to have our cutting class, knife cutting class. Then Sunday, we do have our challenge celebration. So I hope no one is going to miss this. This is really great. And as usual, I give a lifetime membership away. I think I give 2 annual memberships away. If someone is there who is in the group, who was active in the group, but cannot afford to become a member, I will give away a lifetime membership. So, but that's for a person who is, you know, they need to be active. They have to be active throughout the challenge. And you can also email me if you think you're a candidate for that. If you deserve to be the winner, send me an email. That's how I always have done. And I evaluate between all the people who sent me the emails who deserves to be the winner.
Is there anything you want to say about the eggplant dish? Susan's asking.
Eggplant dish.
Yeah.
The teriyaki?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the teriyaki dish is really straightforward. You cut the teriyaki in half-inch slices, so to speak. Have you ever been to a Chinese restaurant? You know, they slice the teriyaki. I'm sorry, the eggplants. Slice them about 2 inches long, about an inch or half an inch wide, and about a quarter inch thick. And you basically just have to you stir your onions, your garlic, you add your eggplant to it. Have to add water very frequently because your eggplant is going to absorb a ton of water because you don't have oil. If you Chinese eggplant are perfect for that. You can use that. You saute them, and it's going to take you at least 10 minutes until they are nicely sauteed, and then they become caramelized. Then you add, I think it's peppers.
Peppers and beans.
Peppers and beans, yes. Mm-hmm. And then towards the end, you add your whatever is your favorite Asian sauce? Teriyaki sauce. There's also Asian ginger sauce, Thai chili sauce. Just make sure that they don't have an awful amount of sugar in there. I mean, as a treat, I would say go ahead and use whatever sauce you have. If you use it every day, I would say no. But, once a week or so, or once a month, it's fine. Because those sauces have a lot of sugar. You want to make sure that you don't use too much sugar. And that's basically it. It's very, very simple.
Terry said every time she types her name, autocorrect changes it to teriyaki.
Really?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. You're pretty famous. Yeah.
Gloria, the answer is not yet. Capital exclamation point, exclamation point. She asked if you have any cookbooks. Not yet.
No, not yet. I'm
Point,
working on
exclamation point, exclamation point.
it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on this. I mentioned it many times before. I would like to get more, how can I say that? More people, or I'd like to observe the members, because you are my inspiration, so to speak. It's just absolutely amazing what's happening, and I don't want to write a book without having extensive experience. And you may learn from me, but I learn from you too, because it's absolutely amazing to see how many of you actually evolving into incredible cooks, absolutely incredible cooks. And that gives me gives me more ideas, and gives me, because we are all in the same boat. We want to eat healthier, we want to eat a healthy lifestyle. But by observing you, what happened throughout those months, I can learn from that too. And it's amazing, and it's humbling, it's rewarding for me. But it's we are your test kitchen.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes, that's great. That's great. It's just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So if I write a book, at least I want to refer to all the experiences we made in the membership. And I think it's so important, because otherwise I would have never known it. If you would have asked me before I started this, I would have had no clue, absolutely no clue how this would evolve. I'm writing a recipe, and it has no effect on the reader, no effect whatsoever. How often have you picked up a recipe book and you throw it back in a corner and never ever looked at it again? I have hundreds.
Yep.
I probably have 500 cookbooks, and there's only a few I always look into it, always a few. And those few are personal to me, very personal, because I have a personal connection to the chef. Not that I know the chef, but the chef expressed his vision of how he wants me to cook, how he wants me to see his book. And from that point of view, I find it so important. There are millions of cookbooks out there. But I think when you get a connection to the chef or to the author, it is so much more important, in my opinion. And it changes lives. And I have seen it in the last few months. Just absolutely incredible. Love it. And wouldn't miss it for anything. Great. Nice. Yeah, Linda, you're absolutely right. Great. Excellent. I'm reading the comments.
Mhm.
You a lot of positive reviews. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Since you said this, Sylvia, that is so nice of you. I cannot tell you how many wonderful reviews you wrote in the challenge. The only problem is I cannot use any of those reviews because Facebook is very particular about it. So if anyone who is willing to write a review, you can do it on my Eat Like a Vegan Chef Facebook page. There is a, on top you see reviews, and you can click on it and write a review. The thing is, I had done this in the past, maybe right in the beginning, and everyone wrote like 2 lines or 3 lines, really nothing personal, serious or so. But when I go into the challenge, you guys write pages, and that is so awesome. And I don't mind if you copy and paste this, if you're comfortable with this, and put it right there in the review. That would be absolutely awesome. That's
but YouTube also. Go to YouTube also and do it.
yes, yeah, oh yeah. YouTube is my little baby. It's growing very, very slowly, but with your help, it's growing. And reviews are always very, very helpful to grow the channels, to grow the channel and the membership, because without members I could not exist. Without you, I couldn't do this. So I'm very grateful for you to be here and to support me in this vision, in this journey, so to speak. Okay, thank you. This is very near to my heart, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone. I would say I'll see you back next week, Tuesday or Wednesday latest. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I'm going to watch the game now after I clean my kitchen. Otherwise, I'm going to sleep in the shed. So what?
Go Bills.
I know, go Bills. That's right. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you learned something. And good night.